Hey there guys, welcome back to another video where we're cooking through Weeknights with Giada, and this is our fourth recipe in this cookbook, which is, what is it?
A recipe? Savory polenta with sausage and dried cranberries.
Right, so should be interesting. I don't think I've ever had polenta.
I've had grits. I'm not sure if it's the same thing. It might just be like Italian grits.
I think the description does say it's very similar to a grits type thing, and
Yeah.
we're not using actual polenta. We've got cornmeal, but we'll go through the ingredients.
I think it's the same thing.
It might be the same thing. I don't know. I don't know these things. I'm no chef.
Maybe we should have Googled it.
I probably should have.
Sorry, guys.
Oh well, no time for that now. So as we get started, let's go ahead and go over the ingredients that are in this. It is, I think, much less than the last recipe that we did, which had a whole bunch of stuff, but that was a lot easier prep. There is more cooking into this.
Yep.
So let's take a look and see what's in it. So
Here's the list of ingredients you will need for this recipe. 2 cups low sodium chicken broth. Salt and pepper, which we don't have in the picture, but you always need salt and pepper. 1 1/4 cups polenta or yellow cornmeal. We have yellow cornmeal. 1 cup grated Parmesan cheese. 3/4 cup whole milk. We have 1%, so that's what we're using. 5 tablespoons unsalted butter.
which should be at room temperature.
It's getting there. 1 tablespoon olive oil, which we also don't have in the picture, but we always need olive oil. It seems in these recipes. 1 pound pork sausage links with the casings removed. I just got the patties with the casings already removed. 1 cup mascarpone cheese.
Which also should be at room temperature. And
It's the whole container.
The whole container, which is usually what you find at the grocery store.
3 tablespoons maple syrup. And 1/2 cup dried cranberries. And that's everything.
That's all we need, so let's go ahead and get to cooking.
Let's do it.
All right.
Alright, to make this recipe, you will need to, in a heavy 5-quart saucepan, bring the chicken broth, 2 1/2 cups water, and a tablespoon of salt to boil over medium-high heat.
And you do this, you start here because the rest of the stuff that you do can be done while the polenta's.
Yeah, because it takes a little bit of time for it to come to a boil, and then it took us 15 minutes to cook the polenta once we put it in. All right, once its mixture is at a boil, you're going to gradually whisk in the polenta and then reduce the heat to low and cook, stirring often until the mixture thickens and the cornmeal is tender. This says 15 to 20 minutes. Like I said, we did it for 15 minutes and we kind of tasted it and checked it right around 10-ish minutes. And we just set a timer. Once the polenta is done, you're going to remove the polenta from the heat, from the stovetop, and you're going to add in your Parmesan cheese, which is 1 cup, 3/4 cup of milk, and then the 5 tablespoons of butter, which we've let sit out at room temperature, and we've cut them into 1/2-inch pieces. Alright, you're going to stir the polenta until the butter and the cheese have melted. Alright, the last thing to do with the polenta is season to taste with salt and pepper. So we tasted it while it was on the stovetop and we think that it's plenty salty enough, so we're just going to add a little pepper. Alright, so now all of our steps are done. The last thing to do is to build our serving of polenta. So this recipe makes 4 servings. We're just going to prepare 1 to show you what it looks like. You're going to transfer the polenta into a serving size bowl. You're going to sprinkle sausage on top. You're going to dollop with the mascarpone mixture, the mascarpone and maple syrup mixture. And then the last step is to sprinkle with dried cranberries. And there you have it, your serving of savory polenta with sausage and dried cranberries. Now the last step is to taste.
All right, so let's give it a try.
Make sure you get a little bit of everything. Oh, I'm excited about this. I think it's gonna be delicious. What do you think? Oh, I lost my cranberry.
I hope so. This is my first time actually having polenta, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, here we go. Should we cheers?
I guess.
Cheers!
That's different.
I like it a lot. It's like salty, sweet, savory. I really like that.
Yeah, I think just because I'm so new to all of it, it's not bad. It just takes some getting used to.
I'm gonna have another bite.
And typically I have kind of a texture problem when it comes to foods. This isn't so bad because it's not super puddingy. But it is a nice blend of salty and sweet, which is nice to see. So, yeah, I would think that if we're rating this on a scale of 1 to 5, and kind of tying in what we've made before, I might rank this pretty close with the pizza that we had, where I gave that a 4.
Okay.
But I wouldn't rate it as low as the salad, which I gave a 3. So I would give this a 4. I think.
I was thinking a 4 as well.
Yeah. So, as far as the time commitment goes, the longest thing that is there is the polenta. Obviously, that takes 15 to 20 minutes. So you can actually prepare everything else
in the time the polenta is
in
cooking.
the time that it takes the polenta to finish cooking. So you're probably looking at about half an hour-ish by the time you start the polenta to finishing. And as long as you're browning the sausage and all that stuff to get it ready in between, you'll have this meal ready in about half an hour. So that's pretty good.
Would really, this recipe would work for any meal of the day. Like you could make it for breakfast, you could make it for brunch, you could make it for lunch, and you could do it as like a breakfast for dinner kind of thing, or even a side dish to like maybe turkey, like with the polenta. I think it would work.
I don't know that it would work with a turkey.
I think it would. It kind of has like Thanksgiving vibes to me.
Probably because of the cranberries.
And sausage. I feel like that's kind of like a stuffing thing. I don't know.
If you want to take on it, you could always just turn this into a Thanksgiving polenta.
Yeah.
Just replace sausage with turkey and, you know.
I think it would work.
So, yeah, so I would definitely recommend this meal. So far, you know, I have not been disappointed with this cookbook. So as far as the cost goes, we just kind of factored in it or figured it out, and it's probably about $15 to $20 to make this meal.
You have a couple expensive things that if you don't have on hand to buy them, it would be a little bit of a cost. The maple syrup is never cheap. The mascarpone cheese is $3 to $4, and Parmesan cheese, if you don't have that on hand. We bought like the fresh stuff. You could always get like the green container. What is that? Craft stuff. Yeah, but the rest of it, you should either have on hand like butter and milk and salt and pepper and that kind of stuff. And the polenta is not expensive. So
no, you get a bag of cornmeal for
some
$2.
expensive things, some really inexpensive things.
Right. So I mean, I don't know if there's a way to really largely reduce the price.
Yeah.
You might be able to save $1 or $2 on the syrup. I think you can get away with using table syrup.
Probably. Or maybe the fake maple syrup.
Right. But everyone knows maple syrup just makes everything better.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you have ever tried this type of meal before, let us know in the comments below.
Right.
And yeah, we're looking forward to whatever recipes we choose next from this cookbook.
We'll try and pick another dinner option for the next one, since we've done a couple breakfast options.
Right. Yeah, so let us know in the comments below what your thoughts about this are. And as always, we want to thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing.
You can also follow us on Instagram at 2maxtry, and on Facebook, just search for 2maxtry.
And of course, check out the blog material at 2maxtry.com. So thanks for tuning in, guys. And we will catch you next time.
Bye.
Later. Remember to speak up a little more.
That's a smile!
Not that much. We ready to do this? And you told us we need to smile more. We could close out the video that way. It's like, leave us a comment of what our sign Yeah.
That's what we should do. We're trying to figure out our sign off. Let us know down below what we should do. The hokey pokey.
No.
See you later.
Oh my gosh.